Good morning, students. Let us start the topic transportation in human beings of our by first chapter life process. Now, when we are talking about transportation, what do you mean by transportation? Transportation means moving from one place to another. Clear? Moving from one place to another. In general, when we are talking about transportation, it includes everything. See, respiration, oxygen is transported from one place to another and CO2 from one place to another. Then excretion, waste material is removed from one place to and carried to the excretory organs. Circulation, blood carries gases, nutrients, everything from one place to different parts of the body. Now, in transportation, all these are included. Now, when we are talking about circulatory system, clear? So, components of circulatory system are blood, heart and blood vessels. Clear? These are the components of circulatory system. Now, blood has three components. Mainly, three types of cells it has. That is RBC, WBC and platelets. Clear? RBC, WBC and platelets. And all these cells are carried from one place to another with the help of plasma. Clear? So, what is plasma? Plasma is the fluid substance which contains all these cells. Along with it, it is having 90% of water. Clear? So, plasma helps in the movement of these cells, hormones, proteins are dissolved in it. 90% water is in it. So, what is the function of plasma? It helps in the transportation. It is a fluid substance, so it helps in the transportation. Clear? So, now what is RBC? RBC means red blood cells. See, red blood cells is also termed as erythrocytes. Clear? Red blood cells is also known as erythrocytes. Now, erythrocytes or RBC, its main function is it carries oxygen. It is a carrier of oxygen. Carrier of oxygen means from lungs, it will absorb oxygen and carries to different parts of the body. Clear? And it also helps in removal of carbon dioxide from body cells to the lung. Clear? So, how does it enters the blood? These enters the blood due to the presence of hemoglobin in RBC. Due to the presence of hemoglobin only, blood is red in color. So, hemoglobin is also known as respiratory pigment. Also known as respiratory pigment. Clear? Why it is known as respiratory pigment? Because it helps in exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. When oxygen combines with hemoglobin, it is known as oxyhemoglobin, and when carbon dioxide combines with hemoglobin, it is termed as carboxyhemoglobin. Now, next is WBC. WBC means white blood cells. You all are familiar with WBC. It is known as scavenger of. Clear? It helps in healing. Clear? These are the function of WBC. Scavengers means it eats dead and injured cells. Removes dead and injured cells. So it is known as scavenger. Now it removes germs. It fights against germs. It helps in manufacture of antibodies. Manufacturing of antibodies. So in all, we can say WBC acts as a soldier. Clear? Now next is platelets. Now platelets, what is the function of platelets? See, platelets are responsible for clotting of blood. Clear? Platelets are responsible for clotting of blood. It is also known as thrombocytes. Also known as thrombocytes. See, actually what happened when we get wounded, after some time we see that there is at the place of wound there is a thin layer is formed which prevents bleeding. How does this happen? Thrombocytes release a chemical. Clear? Thrombocytes release a chemical known as thromboplastin. Thromboplastin. This chemical helps in blood clotting. Clear? And lifespan of platelets is about a week. Means it survives maximum for a week. It may, if wound is there or if any under any circumstances, it may survive for a less duration. It is non-nucleated and very minute. Approximately 250,000 platelets are present in a cubic millimeter of water. Blood. Clear? So, 250,000 platelets are present in a cubic millimeter of blood. Now, next is heart. Heart is a muscular structure, we know that. Clear? Now, it helps in transport of oxygen, food, waste material.